Hi everyone, we are with Emily from Page and Pine, a local bookstore in downtown Puyallup. Thanks Emily for joining us. Love your story and we really enjoyed visiting the store. Tell us how you started.
I love the downtown community. As a shopper of downtown, I wanted to do something and bring something to downtown that was different, and we were lacking a bookstore. So what better opportunity?
What's the community response been?
We have been so fortunate and lucky. People are so kind. Readers are such nice human beings. Just the support from everyone has been like, it's what propels us to keep going and keep believing in the dream that we have.
Tell us about some of the past book signings that you've had.
Our very first book signing event that we had, or author event in general, was with Amanda Knox. She released a book last year, her second book, and so we did a book event with her, which was amazing. We had 2 sessions with her, completely sold out. We've had lots of local authors come in and do pop-up signings, which is something that we love doing. We love celebrating the artwork of indie authors. I think just celebrating the small ones, you know, you want to root for the little guys.
You have a lot of local books too.
Yes.
Authors that live in this area.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of local authors. Authors like Caitlin Moss, she's out of Bonnie Lake. Kay Michaels is also local. She had our debut book released last year and has another one coming out. Kale Parsons is another favorite of our bookshop. I really wanted to make the local authors and the smaller published authors feel really special and feel celebrated, and I think that we give them a space to do that.
We visited the shop, and then driving back up here, our media coordinator Abigail mentioned that she has not only been to your shop but loves to support you using bookshop.org, where she can buy, is it any book or?
Yeah, any book that they have. It's most books that are available. I think that they stock on there. Thank you, Abigail, for supporting local. We appreciate you. If you are not local to the Puyallup area, or if you're wanting books shipped to your house versus coming into the shop, you can still support any local indie bookstore that is affiliated with bookshop.org through bookshop.org. We do have a page, it's on our website, and a cut of all purchases go directly back to indie bookstores. So it's very much supporting still e-commerce and being able to purchase online, but going directly back into the community, which
and
we
ships
love.
to
Directly to the person's house,
that's
which
cool.
is awesome.
In the few months that you've been open, can you share a couple of struggles that you've gone through as a business owner?
I think the biggest struggle for me was that I have never done this before. It was really pushing me out of my comfort zone. It really forced me to have to learn. I mean, I had to learn everything. I didn't know anything. And so that in itself has been a really big struggle, just kind of overcoming that and figuring out, okay, what do I need? How do I do this? How does this function?
I loved the creative idea, and I'm not sure where it came from, but you have like the mystery books. Yes. They're wrapped in a wrapping paper, and you pick out a sci-fi thriller or a romance novel, and you don't know what you're gonna get. But you said those they
fly off the shelves too. We call those blind dates, and we partner with Poppy Wild Book Company. They're local as well. They do all of our wrappings for our blind dates. We put a little bit of information on the outside. You know the genre. If it's romance, you know the spice level of the book. And then we also have kid ones too, which is different. A lot of places don't offer kid blind dates, so we love being able to offer something for them too.
You did this for the Puyallup downtown community. So do you have any sort of moment in the last 6 months where you say, wow, that was meaningful or transformative and was just impactful for you?
I asked the girls this question, and their response was just the connections that we've made and the regulars, and being able to say, I'll see you later when after they've rung someone up, you know, like, because it's someone who comes in often, and it's really exciting for them to make those relationships. I think for me, I work a 9 to 5, so I don't get to work in the shop as often as I would love to, but sometimes on the weekends I'll pop in and cover a shift or hang out if there's an event going on.
What is your greatest inspiration as you move forward that says, hey, I'm gonna get up in the morning, I'm excited to do this and keep going?
Definitely my kiddo. I have a teenager. I really want him to look back and say, my mom did that, you know, my mom crushed that. Opening a bookshop was not a dream that I've had like my whole life or anything, but once you figure out that there's something that could be a possibility, it could happen, and you kind of wrap your mind around that and your heart around that, having the courage to just do it and reminding him like you can do hard things and you can do things that a lot of people are like, I could never open a bookshop. And you just do it. You just figure it out. He's the inspiration behind a lot of the things that I do in life.
Thank you, Emily and Paige and Pine. We've loved getting to know about your shop and the stories behind it and what's to come. Everyone go visit Paige and Pine downtown Puyallup or buy on bookshop.org.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.